Every day at Sierra, you'll find top brand apparel, footwear, and gear for 20 to 60% less than department and specialty store prices. And during clearance time at Sierra, those incredible prices are 40 divided by 2.5, carry the 1, even lower. And when you shop clearance at Sierra, you can save a whole lot more on everything you need to get active and outside. That's a lot of saving. Epic brands, vast selection, teeny tiny prices. That's Sierra. Visit your local Sierra store today or shop online at sierra.com.
Olivia Culpo here to tell you all about the launch of the new Abercrombie Spring Denim collection, made the way denim should feel. Their denim has always been a staple in my wardrobe and has a wide range of fits, styles, and washes. Every jean is available in both their classic fit and viral curve love. Shop in the app, online, and in stores.
This is Optimal Living Daily, When Adventure Calls, by Kat Medina of katmedina.com. And I'm your narrator, Justin Malik, the guy that reads blogs or articles to you every single day of the year, including weekends and holidays. And I appreciate you listening every single day. It means a lot. We're going to get right to our next post as we optimize your life. When Adventure Calls, by Kat Medina of katmedina.com. Adventure is calling. It's been far too long since my last dose of cathartic culture shock. I crave the moments of novelty that awaken the senses and rattle me down to my core. I long for the undeniable inner knowing that tends to only come about when I travel, the reassuring gut feeling that I'm exactly where I should be, doing exactly what I'm meant to be doing. A feeling of trust that for once all is well regardless of challenges or chaos, that things are as they should be. It's rare to feel that way. I remember the first time I experienced it. I was boarding a plane just after turning 17 years old and was leaving on the first of many solo adventures abroad. I'd be spending the next 6 months in France as a part of a student exchange program through the American Field Service. As I passed through airport security, I turned to look back at my family and friends who came to see me off. Each time I looked back, they quickly smiled and started waving until I turned the corner. And then I was on my own. It was exhilarating and scary as I didn't speak French and had never done something like this before, but from the time I was a little girl, I dreamt of becoming an explorer who traveled the world instead of walking down the aisle with Prince Charming. I longed for adventure. So when the airplane's engine started to rumble, I felt an electric calm. I knew I was living the way I was meant to live. The decades to follow were spent wandering a meandering path of trial and error. I went to college and got a degree in international business, got a soul-crushing cubicle job, got laid off during the recession, and then started my own business while waitressing on the side. I always doubted if I was living my purpose. The sense of knowing that reassured me tended to only come about when I was abroad, and it made me question everything in my daily life. I grappled constantly with the concept of purpose. Wasting my time doing the wrong thing terrified me. I dreaded the thought of looking back from my deathbed with regret after realizing I lived my life based on the expectations I thought others had for me. A couple of years ago, I reached a breaking point. I was fed up with the doubt that crept in when I was between travels. I decided to do a thought experiment. What if instead of chasing the next adventure for the sense of purpose and joy I craved, I tried to find it wherever I was at? I took an honest look at who I was and how I acted when I traveled and deconstructed the behaviors that contributed to that knowing feeling that seemed to come effortlessly when I was abroad but was elusive in daily life. When I traveled, I felt fully alive. I would look around me with awe at the new sights and smells, inhaling the present like a much-needed breath of air. I see challenges and unexpected setbacks as part of the adventure, recognizing that they were the elements that made up a great story. I'd find the humor in a situation and laugh freely. I was open-hearted and eager to participate in life. My perspective was rooted in an appreciation for the wonder around me. It seemed that it all came down to one thing. As soon as my feet touched the tarmac of a new destination, I'd instantaneously embody a traveler's mindset. All 5 senses would kick into overdrive, and I'd observe everything around me with curiosity and gratitude. Those two powerhouses prompted open-hearted participation in the moment at hand and the unbridled joy that's born from a genuine admiration for life. By applying a traveler's mindset at home, I began to see my life with fresh eyes. I started to become aware of the gifts that I had grown accustomed to and overlooked because of their commonality and dependability. I viewed my home and the basic necessities of clean running water, electricity at the flip of a switch, and having enough food to eat for what they were, incredible blessings that I was lucky to have. I began to view unanticipated hiccups in my day's schedule as potential opportunities for adventure. If something didn't go as planned or took me away from my to-do list, I attempted to go with the flow, improvise, and see the humor. I observed the bustling movement around me with compassionate eyes. Fellow patrons at a restaurant, people in the grocery store, or passing by on the street were viewed through a lens of shared experience. All of us were here, moving through our separate lives, yet all connected as we were inexplicably intertwined just by being in the same place at the same time. I smiled at them and acknowledged their presence. Little acts of kindness prompted interesting and surprisingly genuine conversations with strangers turned fellow human beings. We were all in this together. When I shifted my mindset, the joy and aliveness that had previously only come from traveling became ingrained in my daily life. It wasn't necessarily traveling that gave me the sense of knowing and purpose I craved. It was the act of participating in life from a place of open-hearted curiosity, presence, and genuine gratitude for all that is. You just listened to the post titled, When Adventure Calls by Kat Medina of katmedina.com, and I'll be right back with my commentary.
I get so many headaches every month.
It could be chronic migraine, 15 or more headache days a month, each lasting 4 hours or more.
Botox, onabotulinum toxin A, prevents headaches in adults with chronic migraine. It's not for those who have 14 or fewer headache days a month. Prescription Botox is injected by your doctor. Effects of Botox may spread hours to weeks after injection, causing serious symptoms. Alert your doctor right away, as difficulty swallowing, speaking, breathing, eye problems, or muscle weakness can be signs of a life-threatening condition. Patients with these conditions before injection are at highest risk. Side effects may include allergic reactions, neck and injection site pain, fatigue, and headache. Allergic reactions can include rash, welts, asthma symptoms, and dizziness. Don't receive Botox if there's a skin infection. Tell your doctor your medical history, muscle or nerve conditions, including ALS, Lou Gehrig's disease, myasthenia gravis or Lambert-Eaton syndrome, and medications, including botulinum toxins, as these may increase the risk of serious side effects.
Why wait? Ask your doctor. Visit BotoxChronicMigraine.com or call 1-800-44-BOTOX to learn more.
Oh, it's such a clutch off-season pickup, Dave.
I was worried we'd bring back the same team.
I meant those blackout motorized shades.
Blinds.com made it crazy affordable to replace our old blinds.
Hard to install?
No, it's easy. I installed these and then got some for my mom. She talked to a design consultant for free and scheduled a professional measure and install.
Hall of Fame son.
They're the #1 online retailer of custom window coverings in the world.
Blinds.com is the GOAT.
Visit Blinds.com now for up to 45% off with minimum purchase plus a free professional measure. Rules and restrictions apply.
Take it, Kat. A nice perspective. It reminds me of beginner's mind, seeing things with new eyes or even just from a different perspective, which always takes me back to college when a professor gave us really strange assignments like driving through an empty parking lot at 5 miles per hour for 10 minutes or watching TV for 30 minutes with the power off. A bunch of us thought it was just weird to give us these assignments, but that's exactly what he was doing, having us experience things from a totally different angle. That's how we are naturally when we're traveling or in new places, but we can do that right here where we are. It's not easy to do it all the time or every day, but even once in a while can be the reframing we need to feel a bit better. And unexpected moments can be seen more as a mini adventure than another chore. So try seeing your surroundings with fresh eyes today, or I guess fresh ears as you're listening to this right now. But that'll do it for today. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow as usual, where your optimal life awaits.